The eruption of the Long Valley supervolcano poses an existential threat to millions of people in the U.S. The Long Valley Caldera supervolcano is considered one of the most dangerous in the world, its eruption posing an existential threat to millions of people in the U.S. This caldera is located in eastern California and is next to Mount Mammoth. One of the largest depressions on the planet, it is a huge cauldron-like hole that formed after an eruption. Measuring 20 miles long and 11 miles long, it reaches 3,000 feet deep. It originally formed 760,000 years ago when a powerful eruption released a plume of hot ash which then cooled and formed what is now known as Bishop Tuff, the rock formation that characterizes the region. The event saw the ash streak 8 miles into the sky, with the sediment expected to fall into the far east like Kansas about 1,538 miles away. If Long Valley erupted again, the consequences would be devastating. However, little is said compared to other volcanic sites like Yellowstone. According to the Science Channel, Long Valley may be on its way to erupting. Its volcanic activity was recently explored during the channel's 2017 documentary Secrets of the Underground. Rob Nelson, a scientist and narrator of the event, said, "There are worrying signs of possible volcanic activity. And there are clues pointing to an imminent eruption scattered throughout this valley, the site of North America's second largest explosive volcanic eruption." Even if a modern eruption is not on the same scale as events seen previously, it still represents an existential threat to the millions of people living in its vicinity, according to Nelson. An investigation carried out by the Science Channel in the Valley section found several examples of smoke rising from underground. Jared Peacock, a geophysicist, also points out the worrying features of the caldera that could cause problems using the NSAR data that has been monitoring the region for the last 20 years. INSAR is a remote sensing technology that focuses a beam of radiation on a target, which is then reflected back to sensors on the antenna, creating a detailed map of an area. One of the most troubling areas the data shows happens to be near Mammoth Lake, a town in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Pointing to the map created from the data, Mr. Peacock said, "Here in the middle, you see there's a dome rising back up. An intense red plume is visible on the screen just below the ground, where magma is likely stored." Mr. Peacock said, "Something under him pushed him up." To determine if the volcano is reviving, the two assembled a pair of sensors and mounted them directly on top of the resurgent dome, the pipes of which help detect any changes in Earth's magnetic field.